welcome to another episode of Cooking with Sneha. Today I'm going to share with you my secret recipe for tandoori chicken. Now this dish is not only my favorite, but all my friends love it, and I'm sure after today you'll love it too. The way I'm going to cook this recipe, I have a slight twist. I'm not going to cook it in an old fashion, in a tandoor or barbecue or something, but instead I'm going to cook it in my house, in my oven. I bet you never thought about that. Yes, I'm going to cook it in my oven, and the chicken will come out as tender and as delicious as cooked on a traditional tandoor. So let's have a look at our ingredients. So the first ingredient that we require for this recipe is hung curd. Hung curd is nothing but yogurt or curd from which the liquid has been drained out. The way we do that is we use a muslin cloth, like I have kept it here. In this I'll add in my curd or yogurt. Like this. And now I'll take all the ends together, tie a knot, and tie this on top of my tap. Oops. Make sure it's tight enough so that the muslin cloth doesn't slip down. And now what will happen is we'll tie it for around 4 to 5 hours, and this will drain out all the liquid from the yogurt or the curd, and the liquid will directly fall into the drain. And after 4 or 5 hours, your hung curd will look like this. And this is what we'll use for our recipe. So let's look at our ingredients. So let's start by marinating our chicken. For this we would be requiring 2 quarters of chicken. Now I have lightly scored this with the help of a knife. The reason we do that is so that the flavors are absorbed into the chicken, and it helps to tenderize the chicken. So for the marinade we need 1 cup of hung yogurt, juice of half a lime, some salt, some oil, and here I've got 1.5 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, 1 teaspoon of green chili paste, 2 tablespoons of Kashmiri chili or paprika powder, half a teaspoon of garam masala, half a teaspoon of cumin powder, half a teaspoon of coriander powder. Now we use Kashmiri chili or paprika powder is just for the color. It is not spicy. And let's start preparing. So let's add in our yogurt into our chicken. Lime juice. Our masalas and ginger garlic paste. Green chili paste and our red chili powder. We're going to mix this all together. Now, if you want it to mix properly and evenly, let's go a little old school way. I'm going to use my hand. And now I'll be adding in my salt here, and now evenly try to coat your chicken properly. See to it all sides are coated well with the masala and the marinade. So as you can see here, our chicken has been coated well with our marinade from all the sides. And now we are going to just Cover it with a cling wrap. And we are going to keep this chicken in our refrigerator for an hour or two. The reason that we do this is this will help the chicken to get tender and to absorb all the flavors from the marinade. So it has been around 2 hours that our chicken has been in the fridge. So let's remove our chicken, and over here I've set my oven to 375 degrees. What we are going to do is we are going to take our chicken, and here I've got a baking tray which I have lined with a foil, and I have sprayed some oil on it so that our chicken doesn't stick on it. And now what I'll do here is, with the help of a tongs, just lift my chicken and place it on the sheet. Here goes one. Oops, it's slipping. And here is, oops, sorry, just slipped. Okay, the other one. Now we're going to place this inside our oven in the middle rack, and we are going to time it for 20 minutes. Now the reason we will bake it for 20 minutes is so that the chicken cooks from inside, and after it has been baked for 20 minutes we are going to broil it. Now the reason we broil it is to make the upper crust of the chicken crispy, and also we'll be broiling it for 5 minutes on each side, so the total cooking time for the chicken would be around 30 minutes. So it has been 20 minutes now, and this is how our chicken should look after 20 minutes. So now we'll be keeping our chicken on broil. So we'll cancel this, press upper oven, broil, start. So we'll be keeping our chicken on broil each side for 5 minutes till we see that the upper layer of our chicken has been crisp and it will be slightly dark in color. So it has been 5 minutes that our chicken is broiling from one side. We'll just take it out and change the sides. Now, as you see here, you can see the upper part of the chicken is little burnt. That's how we want it to be. So now we are going to change the side of the chicken. It's stuck. Turn the side, and now we are going to cook the chicken on broil on the other sides. So, oops, I removed my door. So we'll keep it back inside on broil for another 5 minutes to cook it on the other side. So it has been 5 minutes that our chicken is broiling on another side also. So let's just check our chicken. Oh yes, it's cooked. Now with the help of our tongs, the side of the chicken, and we are going to serve this with our green chutney and some lemon. We'll just squeeze some lime on this. If you want, you can add some chaat masala on this too. And serve it hot with chutney. And enjoy it. Bye-bye.